of vaccinating 70% of South Africa's elderly population. The Health Department now says just 500,000 more people over the age of 60 need to get that jab soon. The department also launched the country's digital vaccination card today, and our reporter Heidi Giokos was at the COVID-19 briefing this morning. Let's cross to her now. Heidi, just unpack some of the highlights of Joe Pachla's weekly briefing for us, please.
Yes, so what's important here to highlight, Annika, is the fact that the country has officially exited its third wave. We know that this happened on the 27th of September. Of course, it's the worst wave that the country has experienced. What's also important is that the country is experiencing a under 3% positivity rate compared to where we come from. With over 30%, this is a huge step in moving in the right direction in terms of the fight against COVID-19. What's also crucial here is that the Northern Cape and the Free State, however, are still concerning for the Department of Health, while they are still experiencing an over 5% positivity rate. The Health Minister indicating that the vaccine rollout is key and instrumental in the fight against COVID-19, and with the Vuma registration or vaccination weekend that took place this past weekend, there is some progress in our vaccine rollout. We know that 60.7% of the age group 60 and above have been vaccinated, so another 500,000 to go to have a fully vaccinated 60 and above age group fully vaccinated and reaching that 70% target that government has set out. So government wants 70% of the 60 and above fully vaccinated. We're on 60.7% at the moment, and this is an age group that's categorized as the most vulnerable and high risk should they contract COVID-19, and the concern is hospitalization and death, especially in that age group. So it seems as though we're in a good space in the country at the moment with regards to vaccine numbers and the COVID-19 infection rates. However, the Health Minister making it very clear, Annika, that we are not out of the woods as yet, as many are concerned that now with more gatherings and moving into the elections and election campaigning happening almost every single weekend now, and we have seen a couple of marches over the last couple of days, they are worried and they are advising people to be extremely cautious, because if we are careful now, we prolong the fourth wave, and that's what ultimately government wants, to get people vaccinated as quickly as possible before the fourth wave comes, which they are predicting might be by December.
Heidi, I don't know about Joburg, but certainly in Cape Town I've noticed far more people taking off their masks, not wearing masks, and feeling far more relaxed, perhaps because they've been vaccinated. Are you getting the same sense in Joburg?
Well, I covered the NUMSA strike here in Johannesburg on Tuesday, and I must say I'd never seen so many people at a strike since about 2019, and it is concerning. Some people don't adhere to the COVID regulations. They don't wear their masks as expected, and you know, the social distancing still remains a big issue. But as government has indicated, people still need to adhere to these regulations, despite the fact that we are on level 1 and the weather's warming up. It doesn't mean you need to take your mask off. You need to keep your mask on at all times. And also, just because you've been fully vaccinated does not mean that you can't get COVID-19. You can still carry the virus. And even though data indicates that the virus is effective against severe COVID-19 and hospitalization and death, one still needs to have their guard up and still be protected. So, you know, people still need to adhere to the regulations, even though we are on level 1.
Thank you so much. Heidi Giokos there briefing us on the Health Minister's weekly briefing on the COVID-19 stats, and he says we're officially out of the third wave.